Performance USA, the greatest entertainers in America, as requested by you, the fighting men of the United States Armed Forces throughout the world. Command Performance, presented this week and every week till it's over there. Okay, men, at ease, while the American entertainment front snaps to attention to salute you guys on the fighting fronts. Again, your number one show, presented by the Special Service Division of the War Department, comes knocking on your APO number with your favorite stars of radio, screen, and the concert stage digging into that mountain of swell letters you're piling up. And, speaking of numbers, here's one that comes first on all fronts where there's a shortage of glamour. Mowing down your big request for a song of the islands, your mistress of ceremonies, and guys, take it easy, please, Betty Grable.
Song of the island, my serenade that the trade winds know. Sing me a song of the island, where hearts are high when the moon is low, where rippling waters seem to say, aloha, we are away. Bring me the fragrance of ginger, strum your guitars while I dream away. Sing me a song of the islands, aloha, we are away. Aloha, we are away. Thanks, Ken Carpenter, and hello, fellas. Gee, it's wonderful to be with you again. But you know, there isn't very much privacy on Command Performance. When a gal talks to a guy listening over this program, she's only talking over the biggest party line in the world. But you can all listen in while I give 3 shorts and a long for the whole gang at APO 957, for Stormy Night at APO 848, Paul Pastors in the Fleet Air Base up in Iceland, and to 507 and Bill Granberry, that's Cranberry spelled with a G. Hello to Brennan at APO 24, and the Bomb Squadron at APO 811. And giving the numbers racket a final rapid whirl, my best to Mickey Keller and the crew at 41, to Tech Sergeant Leo Lavoie and everybody at 708, and to all of you who write from 941, 937, 634, and 922. Whew, now let me catch my breath, and you'd better catch yours, because hitting the deck for Pearson and Wood from Tobacco Road, and for hundreds of you everywhere, here's that sensational band, Freddie Slack and his orchestra playing Cuban Sugar Mill. a lot, Freddie. And, fellas, Freddie Slack and his orchestra will be back with a hit tune from the hit parade. Not long ago, by request of the RAF in Egypt and India, Pat O'Malley, the Lancashire lad, dropped in to tell you all about Albert and the Lion. Right then and there, a lot of you grabbed your pencils and ordered a second helping, this time for the famous story, Sam, Pick Up Thy Musket.
It occurred on the evening before Waterloo, and the troops were lined up on parade. And the sergeant inspecting them, he was a terror, of whom every man was afraid, all excepting one man who was in the front rank, a man by the name of Sam Small. And him and the sergeant were both daggers drawn. They thought not of each other at all. Now, a sergeant walked past, he was swinging his arm, and he happened to brush against Sam, and knocking his musket clean out of his hand, it fell to the ground with a slam. "Pick it up," said the sergeant, abrupt-like, but cool. But old Sam, with a shake of his head, said, "Seeing as thou knocked it out of me hand, perhaps thou'll pick the thing up instead." "Sam! Sam! Pick up thy musket!" the sergeant exclaimed with a roar. Sam said, "Thou knocked it down. Right, then thou'll pick it up, for it stays where it is on the floor." The sound of high words very soon reached the ears of an officer, Lieutenant Bird, who said to the sergeant, "Now, what's all this here?" And the sergeant told what had occurred. "Sam! Sam! Pick up thy musket!" Lieutenant exclaimed with some heat. Sam said he knocked it down. Right, then he'll pick it up, or it stays where it is at me feet. It caused quite a stir when the captain arrived
to find out the cause of the trouble.
And every man there, all excepting old Sam, was full of excitement and bubble.
Sam! Sam! Pick up thy musket!"
said Captain for strictness renowned. Sam said he knocked it down. Right, then he'll pick it up, or it stays where it is on ground. The same thing occurred when the Major and Colonel both tried to get Sam to see sense. But when old Duke of Wellington rode into view, well, then the excitement was tense. Up rode the Duke on a lovely white horse
To find out the cause of the bother.
He looked at the musket, then he looked at old Sam, and he talked to old Sam like a brother. "Sam, Sam, pick up thy musket," the Duke said, as quiet as could be. "Sam,
Sam.
come on, lad, pick it up, just to please me." "All right, Duke," said Sam, "just for thee I'll oblige, and to show thee I meant no offence." So Sam picked it up.
"Greatly, lad," said the Duke. "Right-ho, boys. Let the battle commence."